Julian leaped up in a rage to shield and from the splash, but a large portion of the boiling liquid landed directly on my bare calf, instantly reddening and scorching my skin, and began to sob uncontrollably, crocodile tears streaming down her face, dramatically accusing me of having deliberately knocked the bowl over in a jealous rage, playing the perfect, helpless victim, even though not a single drop had actually touched her. Julian turned to me, his eyes bloodshot, blinded by irrational anger. He screamed at the top of his lungs, calling me selfish and wicked, and in a fit of uncontrollable fury, shoved me with tremendous, brutal force. My body, already too frail and malnourished from the recent abortion, couldn't maintain its balance under the impact. I fell heavily backward, landing squarely on the uncleaned shards of broken porcelain. A sharp, excruciating, and terrible pain shot through my entire body. I raised my trembling arms and saw they were covered in deep cuts from which fresh blood oozed alarmingly, mingling grotesquely with the remnants of soup on the wooden floor. Julian didn't even bother to look back to check on me. He had already run off, taking and away from me and the scene, escorted by his friends. Staring at my bloodied hands, surrounded by the miserable wreckage of my marriage and my dignity, I used my last reserves of energy to drag myself to the phone. I dialed emergency services and requested an ambulance before a thick, dark fog completely consumed me. In my unconscious state, I dreamt of young Julian, the one who had once climbed the hill with me to pray in the old church, the one who clasped his hands and swore before God that he would protect me for the rest of his life. What a bitter and twisted irony. I awoke again in the same grim hospital, late at night, completely alone in a dimly lit room. A nurse with a kind face and compassionate gaze came in, handed me a glass of cool water, and patiently helped me sit up in bed.